Hi everyone, how are you doing? I am back, and as you saw from our earlier pictures, we did some baking. So I'm back here with all the girls. Our guest star of the month, Angelina Ballerina, is here. Teddy Bear Linda, and Lucy, our birthday girl. Bedtime Lucy's here. You got your nap. You got a good sleep? That's good. We're glad to hear that. I'm about to introduce it. I'm about to tell them what we're doing today. Well, Linda, obviously everyone's really excited. You can see I'm juggling them in my arms right now. We are going to show you how to decorate some rose cupcakes. I did a couple of versions because I was having a hard time making it really simple, but I wanted to play with some ideas, and this is a great activity to do with mom and dad because I used a pipe for some of this, a pastry tube, and I will show you in a second what that is, or I should say pastry bag. That's a better way to describe it. And I'll give you some alternatives that you could use if you don't have this stuff at home readily. But the girls and I are super excited. As you can see, they insisted on creating prior to the video. I did a great job. Yes, oh, Linda's saying she did this one. This is hers. The one with the sprinkles. I'm trying to show you while I hold them. Well, one thing these ladies and I all have in common is we all love roses. And as you can see, Angelina has her little rose here. Other reason why we chose roses, because we also all love the ballet. And I don't know if you've been to a live ballet, but one of the most magical parts about it is at the end, the two principal dancers, actually the female principal dancer, gets a bouquet of roses. And she takes a rose from her bouquet and gives it to her leading man, the other principal male dancer. So in light of Angelina's being our guest star and her being the book, Angelina loves ballet. As you can see, she has her slippers on. So that's why we chose to do rose cupcakes. Listen, I'm gonna put these guys down. You're coming back, I promise, you're coming back. And I'm gonna show you how to do what we did here. All right, let's get started. Put them down. I already prepped a little bit, partially because these guys wanted to get going when I went to wash my hands. What I did is I already put the frosting into a pastry bag. If you don't have a pastry bag at home, it's okay. Something that you can do is you can use a Ziploc bag and just cut out the bottom tip of a corner. That's another option. I personally have a lot of tips at home. These are icing tips. You can get these really easily at Michael's or any craft store. I usually have them in the house, but again, they're easy to get. You can get a pack of 4. The 2 tips I'm using today are pretty standard, so you'll be able to find them. This one, as you can see, I'm not sure which one this is called, but it's good for petals. Now, I am going to create something like this. It's not exactly how I want it to come out. I'm still a newbie at creating roses, so like I said, I'm still learning, which is why I did 2 of them, 2 in with this tube, just because I wanted to try it out. Like I really wanted to learn. Now, this one is a little more complicated, so you might have to have mom and dad help you. Now, I put a little tip. Now I'm going to do, and I'm actually still learning this, I'm going to just simply go around. And like I said, I'm playing as I'm doing this. This is far from perfect. It's more about, but you know, that's how you learn, is you just have to keep playing with it. And sometimes you have happy accidents. And I get it, pastry bags are hard. This is not. It's all good. You know what? As long as it tastes good at the end of the day, it's all that matters. And you know what I will do on my end is I will keep practicing. So one day I can come back here and show you I did it. It'll be our journey together. How about that? Sounds good? Okay. Right. Oops. Oop. That's what happens when I'm, okay, just a few more. So it looks more like a chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum, that's a spelling word for you there. But that's all good, because people like different flowers. Us four ladies here, we just happen to love roses, which is why I wanted to do rose cupcakes. Okay, so there you go. It's not perfect, but you know what? It works right. Now for the next one, and this is actually really simple, this one. I'm gonna put a little more frosting in this bag in a second. But for these next two, the next two ones I'm going to do, they do require me frosting the top first. So I'm gonna take my frosting, and I always have a butter knife handy. It's just a little easier. Yeah, I'm gonna have to frost both of them. Okay, go. Let me do one more. I'm still figuring out my rhythm with frosting. This might be something, again, that mom and dad might need to help you out with, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. All right, that looks good, right? Now for this next one I'm gonna show you how to create this guy. So what you see I did is I put a little bit of sprinkles on the edge, and then I just swirl. And this is a much easier rose to do, and I actually have this tip ready. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my sprinkles, and similar to what I did with the Hungry Caterpillar, I'm just gonna put the cupcake in the sprinkles and just get a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now, you'll have to bear with me. This might be messy for a second. I just need to add more frosting to the tube, to the pastry bag, I should say. All right, just put a little bit in there. Just squeeze it down. Oops, a little bit more came out. You know what, I'm gonna give this one more whirl. Let me see. Let's see, practice makes perfect, and then I'll show you my easy one. All right. Okay, so I'm learning that you have to put the dented side towards you. That's what I'm learning. And that allows the frosting to stick up a little bit more. I think that's the trick. So we'll see. Now when I'm doing this, I keep starting slightly before the last petal. Okay. All right, it's looking a little better. I'm still gonna practice though, because I'll tell you a little something about me. I'm a perfectionist. Guilty. I get so into things looking a certain way and giving the highest quality. But sometimes it's important too to take a step back and realize, you know what, you guys gotta keep trying. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. Because you know what, you may like it better. And it lets you discover. And it's really good because I bet you guys have really good imaginations. It actually lets your imagination flow and play. And that's a gift. It's very important. All right, so not too bad. Okay, now last one. I'm gonna show you to do, oops, here I'm gonna put this on the table. That's fine. Okay, I should have gotten another dish. Oopsies. Now, this last one, I'm actually gonna shift the tube because this is an easy one to do. Hold on. Cupcakes are falling here. Now this last tube, I used to have a little bit of frosting in it from, we have a little bit, I shouldn't say excuse me. We have a little bit of frosting in it from the last time, so I'm gonna put this here. Oops. Put this on it. This is the other thing about frosting exercises. You get very dirty very easily, so I remind you, keep washing your hands. I'm going to wash mine in a second. Now I'm doing the same thing with this one, where I'm putting sprinkles around. Now, if you want to decorate with other things, you can use jelly beans, you can use Skittles, you can use M&Ms. There's really, so there you go, that's what it looks like. You can use anything. I happen not to have those things in the house, so that's why I'm not using them, but to each his own, do what you gotta do, right? Now this one's really easy. All I'm doing is piping and swirling all around. And there you go. You have a simple rose cupcake. So here we go. We're a little messy here, but oops, it keeps falling. You know what, I'm gonna put a little bit there. Just cheat a little bit. Okay, that looks all right, right? So there you go. We have, oops, oh gosh, you keep falling. Ah, here. I'm gonna put this right here. Let me wash my hands so the crew can say goodbye to you. Give me 1 second, all right? Thank you for being patient. My hands got dirty from the frosting, and I appreciate you waiting those few minutes for me. Now the ladies, I know you love roses, you love them. I'm trying to push them back here so you can see the end result a little better. Try this way. You can see us see our cupcakes. Well, here we go. Ooh, I know, they're so yummy. We'll have some in a second. And here's Linda. I know, so they came out really well, right? Yes, it was a good crack for us. Well, listen, we're really excited you came, and we're super happy. And Lucy is having a great birthday month. Linda's having a blast being on the video again. And Angelina, she just loves being here. Yes, we want you to come back. Absolutely. Yes, you will be back, Angelina. Well, listen, have a great day, everyone. And we look forward to seeing you soon. See you soon. Bye.